Hello, and welcome to this Yin restorative practice. So I'm ready here to guide you through your practice. All you need is a space on the floor. What I've set up here are just a few options if you do have some props around you that you might want to use. So one thing I do have here is a rolled up towel. So we might be using this to lie on, so this will go down our spine if we lie on it. So this is one option if you've got a towel nearby. I also have a bolster, which I will use at some stage, but if you've got a bolster, great, it might be a different shape. If not, it doesn't matter. It's just another prop that could be used. I also have a blanket to hand, so you can sit on the blanket to elevate your pelvis, or you could pop it over you, particularly in the later stages of the practice, just to layer up and get nice and cozy. I also have a couple of yoga blocks as well. So these can be used to support your body in different ways. Again, completely optional. All of what we're going to do today can be done without any of these props. I also have a cushion. So just a standard sofa type cushion. And again, you could sit on this cushion. You can also use it in several ways in the poses to lean over or pop it under your knee, or just lots of different options. So if you've got a cushion nearby, just might be handy to grab that too. But like I say, you don't need any props, just a piece of floor. Get comfortable, get a few layers on if you need a little bit of warmth. You can have socks on or you can have bare feet. But yeah, just take a couple of minutes, get ready, and then we'll tune in so that we can top up together. Start by finding a comfortable seat. You might be cross-legged, sitting on a block, or you might be sitting on a block with your knees bent, just like I'm demonstrating here. You could sit on a cushion. You could even have your back against a wall if you need a little support. Just in any position where your spine is nice and long and you're stretching the crown of your head up towards the sky. We will start this practice with a short opening meditation and a little bit of breath work. So close down your eyes or just have a gentle gaze and start to feel the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out through your nose. Start to take notice here and find a gentle stillness. Find the gentle stillness. And this really is a chance to top up, to have that deep internal calm. This is a powerful act of self-care. Notice the parts of your body that are in contact with the ground. Feel the grounding energy, the sense of security beneath you. Notice the vastness of the sky, the air that is around you. As you breathe in and out through your nose, and your rib cage gently rises and gently falls. Be aware of the temperature of the air around you and the light touch of your clothing on your skin. Take notice and find a gentle stillness. Whatever you've been up to so far in your day, this is your chance to let that all go. That's all in the past. Never mind what's to come. The future is just that, it's the future. Bring yourself here to your breath, to this present moment. There's nothing else, nothing to do, but be here. And to be here right now. Now slowly open your eyes if you had them closed. We're going to continue now with a little bit of breath work. And we're going to do what's called alternate nostril breathing. So in this comfortable seated position, with your spine tall, your shoulders relaxed, and your chest open. Take a few moments here. Be centered. Now form a hand mudra. So bring your right hand up towards your face. Rest your index and your middle fingers on the middle of your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. We know that as our third eye. This is just to anchor your hand. You'll be using your thumb and your ring finger to control the flow of air. So close your right nostril first. Gently press your right thumb against the side of your nose to close your right nostril. And take an inhale through your left nostril. Take a slow, steady inhale through your open left nostril, filling your lungs completely. Pause at the top of your inhale. Release your thumb from your right nostril and use your ring finger to gently close your left nostril. And exhale through your right nostril. Slowly and completely exhale all the air out through your right nostril. Then inhale through your right nostril, taking a full deep breath. That's the same nostril as you just breathed out of. And then pause at the top of your inhale. Use your thumb to close your right nostril. Release your ring finger from your left nostril. And exhale through your left nostril. Slowly and completely exhale all of the air out through your left nostril. This completes one full round. Continue this practice in your own time with your own breath, alternating the breath in this cycle. So you're inhaling through your left nostril, pausing briefly at the top, and exhaling through your right nostril. And then continue, inhale through the right nostril. And exhale through your left. Keep going here through your breath, your pace. And you can count silently in your mind. You could inhale for a count of 4. And perhaps exhale for a count of 4 or even a little longer. Keep the rhythm steady. And remember, just pinch your nostrils with a little bit of pressure. Just a light, gentle pressure. And throughout, keep your shoulders relaxed. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. Every muscle in your face, relax it. I'm going to give you about another minute and a half here. And then with this cycle of breath, come into a finish, a completion, with an exhale through your left nostril. Once you've finished with your exhale through your left nostril, release your hand, pop it down on your lap or on your knees, and then take a few natural but very mindful breaths through both of your nostrils. Notice how you feel here compared to about 7 or 8 minutes ago when you first sat down for this class. Notice how you're feeling, Perhaps you're feeling a little more balanced, a little more centered. Just capture that feeling that this practice has created for you. And there's nothing to judge. A really good opportunity to take notice. Really nice work. Okay, we're going to come forward now into a seated forward fold. I'm going to do a couple of variations just to guide us through. So coming onto your seat, into a seated butterfly. So take your soles of your feet together with your knees out to the side in a wide diamond shape. So it's a nice long base you have with your feet pushed a fair way away from your torso. You can have some support under your knees. You could grab a couple of cushions, or if you've got blocks available, they could be under there. And then folding forwards to your extent. So you're taking your spine, you're folding through your spine, and your head is down towards the earth. So what we're doing here is encouraging a rounding through your spine. So this pose here is a seated butterfly. And we're going to be holding this pose for around 4 minutes. And this really allows time for a deep connective tissue release in your body. If you've got bolsters, you can use those as props. You could have the bolster across your lap and you can fold over and use the bolster in that way. Or you could have the bolster upright and rest your forehead over the bolster. That may be a little more straighter in your spine. If you've got any spinal issues where you don't wish to introduce too much flexion, you work with your body, and as long as there's no pain, then come into the pose. If there's any pain at any point, straight back out. And come into your breath here. Notice your breath in and out through your nose. And in this style of yoga, this Yin Yoga, we have 3 main principles. Principle 1 is to come to your edge in a pose. So this pose here targets our lower back, but also it may get into the backs of your legs. It could get into your upper neck with your head forwards. Lots of different places, but generally through the back of your body. So we want to come to what we call our edge. And your edge is where you feel that little bit of a really good tension in your body. There's this really nice feel of a stretch. It might not be a comfortable position to be in. There's a little bit of discomfort. That's where you want to be. If you're feeling something, you're doing the pose, you're in the work. And as you stay, you may find your body lets you get into another edge. So this is the second principle of Yin Yoga, is the commitment to come into stillness wherever you are in the pose. So you come to your edge and you come to stillness. And you're using your breath as an anchor through this practice. And our third principle is we commit to stay for the duration. Yin Yoga gets into that deep connective tissue, the fascia, the tendons, the ligaments. And we don't want too much muscular engagement in our body. We're really getting into the structure of our body, the bony parts of our body, and everything that holds it all together. Good. I've got about another 30 seconds here. Another couple of breaths, nice deep breathing, in and out through your nose. Yeah, really nice work. Now moving slowly, we're going to come into caterpillar. So extend your legs long, and we always move nice and slowly in Yin Yoga. Extend your legs long out in front of you. You might want a little bend and flex through your knees. Just a little bit of movement as we're on our way to this other forward fold. Legs out long. You can have a bend in your knees here You could again be sitting on a cushion. You could have a bolster that lies across the top of your legs if you have a bolster. Otherwise, use what props you have, maybe blankets or cushions, or you don't need any props. Do what you do, find resource with whatever you've got. And then to your extent, folding forward, so rounding through your spine, letting your chin tuck down towards your chest, if that's comfortable. Otherwise, come into whatever position's good for you here. And again, come to your edge, so find that little point in your body. And then commit to stay in stillness. Feel your rib cage rise and fall as you breathe. Come back to those little cues in the meditation we did. Feeling the temperature of the air, the touch of your clothing. Anything that brings you into this present moment, gets you out of your thinking mind and into your present and physical body. And we can really use the breath as a tool. I've mentioned it as an anchor. It really is that constant within our body, as well as our heart rate. But the breath is an easier place to access, to put attention on. And here you can use your collective breath as a shared resource. So if you're practicing with others alongside you, or you're practicing here alongside me, so share your breath, share it out into the world. It's a shared resource. And from your breath, I can take energy. And you can take energy and inspiration from my breath. Shared. We're topping up together. And whilst you're in your own practice, you're connected to yourself through your breath. And you're connected with others through your shared rhythm of breath. And that might be with others who are doing this practice, but in a different location to you. You might not even know who they are. But there's a shared experience here. There's others doing this practice. I'm going to leave you in silence for about another minute. So use your breath. Really hone into your breath. Just another couple of breaths here. And then slowly moving out from this forward fold, from this caterpillar. Rising up to seated. Pop your hands just behind you, as though you're sitting on the beach. And this is called a rebound pose. So this is where we get to feel some sensations in our body. Maybe again, mobilize through your legs a little bit, bend through your knees. Just get a little bit of blood flowing back through. And really expand across your chest. If it feels good to you, you might want to tip your eye gaze up towards your ceiling, towards the sky. Maybe a little mobilization through your shoulders from left to right. A little wave through your body. And then from here, if you've got a rolled up towel next to you, or a rolled up blanket, or a bolster, we're going to come into a chest opener and a heart release pose. So lying on your back, either over the rolled up blanket. This is a gentler chest opener. So position the rolled up blanket all the way down your spine, and then have your arms gently by the side of your torso. Your legs out long. You might even want a cushion under your knees or a bolster under your knees. These are all options for you to get into a comfortable position, but one where you're still getting that little bit of a tension in your body in terms of we're opening up through our chest now. So we've just been forward folding. Now we're working on the opposite side of the body to open up. Now alternatively, you could lie over a bolster. Depending on the size and shape of your bolster, this may be a little bit more intense, but let your shoulders soften down. Relax and surrender to whatever prop you have underneath you. And you may just be lying directly on the ground. You might not have anything down along your spine. But feel the opening across your chest here. Soften your gaze or close down your eyes. And feel the rise and fall of your ribcage, the rhythm of your breath. And there's nothing to change here about your breath. Again, an opportunity to take notice, to have perspective, to be an observer of your breath. And when we become an observer of our breath, we start to be able to disassociate a little bit more from perhaps a reaction, perhaps an experience. And through our breath, we can use it as a tool to calm, to relax, and to get still in our body and in our mind. And you may just have a few seconds of stillness in your mind. You may have had a lot going on in your mind for the day, for your week, whatever's going on for you. There may be access here to even just a millisecond of stillness. And one little technique that I use, if a little thought comes up in my head, I thank it. I imagine a cloud, a big fluffy cloud. That thought is on that cloud, and then it's nice and softly just moving away, floating away, revealing the blue sky. Or you could imagine the thoughts are helium balloons and they're just coming by and then floating away. Floating away. And come back to your breath. Bring your attention inwards. Feel your nostrils as they flare open and close. Perhaps notice the temperature of the air as it moves in and as it moves out. Take notice of the bodily sensations, perhaps here across your chest or between your shoulder blades. Nothing to judge, simply notice. You're here for about another 30 seconds. Just another couple of breaths. And then slowly from here, if you've got the rolled up towel or blanket or the bolster underneath you, move any of those props from underneath you. And I'd like you to lay directly on your back, please. Let your arms just hang by the side of your torso. Really soften into your mat or the earth, the ground beneath you. And tune into the sensations now that are along your spine, along your chest, your whole body. So this is that little rebound pose, the time to notice any sensations in your body. And this really is through this chest opening pose that we've just done. It's a heart opener. It's about the act of showing up for yourself. We can be vulnerable when we're in this position with our chest open. It may bring up some emotions. And it's a profound gift of allowing yourself to rest and to be open. And it gives to your heart, your soul, and it also fills up your cup, fills up your life to be open and to give up anything that doesn't belong anymore in your body and to make space for something new in your body. Okay, from here, gather up your knees in towards your chest. Roll over to one side and slowly make your way onto your front. We'll be coming into Sphinx pose now. Lots of variations for Sphinx pose. Lying flat on your stomach may be an option. This might be enough for you. We're starting to target into our lower back here. Alternatively, you could come up and rest on your hands. You could have your elbows out to each side, resting your forehead on your hands, giving you a little bit of a back extension. Or you could come up onto your forearms. This is the full Sphinx position. If you have a bolster, you can lie over the bolster so that your chest is over the bolster, or over some pillows, some cushions. And that's elevating your back, the upper back, and it starts to get into your lower back. So that's the target area here. Also stretches out through the front side of your body. With your legs, you can have your legs at hip distance apart or a little wider, just whatever feels comfortable. But we still do want to come to that little bit of an edge in this pose. And it may take a little while for the edge to build for some people. For others, it builds quite quickly. For me in Sphinx, in this back extension, I do start to feel the sensations quite quickly. And we'll be here, you've got about another 3 minutes here. Might sound like a long time. Now use your breath as a tool in this time. Use it to relax your body just by breathing in and out through your nose. We send really calming signals into our brain, into our parasympathetic nervous system, which allows us to rest more, digest, calm down and be quiet and still. And in this Sphinx pose, you're also opening here. You're releasing any pressure, any tension through your spine. And you're actively giving back to your body by releasing this tension from your body. It's an amazing gift that you've allowed yourself tonight or today, whenever you're doing this practice. A gift to you, an opportunity to tune into your body and to release anything in your body, the tension, anything that just needs to get gone. So as you exhale, with every exhale, let a little more go. Soften a little bit where you need to. Soften through your shoulders, through your jaw. Soften all the muscles through your eyes, around your eyeballs, around your sockets. You've got about another 40 seconds here. Another couple of breaths. Good. And then slowly come down from here. Remove any of your bolsters, just lying directly on the ground. And then take your left cheek towards the ground so your head is facing right. And then bend your right knee up to about halfway up towards your head. This is half frog. And we'll just be here for about 40 seconds or so. This is a nice little rebound pose, just to release through your lower spine. Steady breathing in and out through your nose. Very good. Now take that right leg back, extend it long, turn your cheek to the other side, look left, and then draw your left knee up into a half frog left side. Again, close down your eyes or just a gentle gaze. And this is a chance to notice those sensations again in your body. There might be some warming in your body, tingling. You might even tune into your heartbeat in your body. Any little noises in your body. Anything you can sense now. Another couple of breaths here. And then very slowly moving onto your back, all the way over onto your back. And we're going to come into a pose called Bananasana. So it's like a banana pose. So from here, reach your legs long and your arms long, just like you'd have a good stretch in the morning. And then draw your arms over towards the right side. So you're perhaps connected overhead with your arms, and then you're arching the top of your body towards the right of your mat, the top right corner of your mat, or wherever you're practicing. And then with your lower body, draw your legs over towards the right side as well. So you end up being in a banana shape, a bit of an arc. And this is really getting into your side body, so you should feel a nice stretch down the left side of your body. And we're going to be here for about 2 minutes per side. So this is an opportunity here in this pose, Bananasana. So asana in yoga just means pose. So this is a little bit of a made-up name in a way for a pose. But it gives a little bit of fun to it as well. And it's an image of what the pose feels and perhaps looks like. But this is an opportunity to let go of any physical and emotional holding that you have in your side body. And by letting go of any physical and emotional holding, you're creating space for more ease, more freedom. So create that now. Let go of any physical or emotional holding in your left side body. And through that, with every exhale in breath, where you're letting go of that tension. As you breathe in and inhale through your nose, create space for more ease, more freedom. Ease and freedom. And you do that with your breath, another 30 seconds. Just another couple of breaths. Really nice. Now come back to center. Take a nice long stretch with your arms and your legs. Get them long. And then take the pose on the other side. So drawing your left hands over towards the left side. And once in position, taking your legs over towards the left as well. And stretch long. You should feel the nice stretch down the right side of your side body this time. And close down your eyes or a gentle gaze. And again, we're here for about 2 minutes. And use this opportunity to tune in to your right side body. And wherever you send your focus, energy goes and energy flows. So put your attention on the part of your body where you feel tension here. And with that focus, I know it's not physically possible to direct your breath there, but have a sensation that you're sending the healing breath that you're breathing in, the nourishment of the breath, to those areas of your body where there's more tension. And use those cleansing breaths to do just that, to cleanse and to let go of anything. Let go of tension. And through that process, create space in your body. Space for being more easeful in your body. Space for more freedom in your body. And it may be a little bit of freedom, a little bit of ease. Just a little marginal gain. And focus in here. Another couple of breaths. Good. And then from here, slowly coming out, take that full body stretch again. And then perhaps any movements you feel you may need. You might want to plant your feet onto the mat or the ground. Bend your knees, let your knees touch together. Take your feet nice and wide and just let your knees come to touch. This might be a really nice thing to do. Or you might want to do some windscreen wiper movements with your knees. Just really gentle from side to side. You may want to pull your knees in towards your chest. Have a little roll side to side, a little rock. These are our final movements we're coming to before we find our deep rest, our Shavasana. So whenever you're ready, making your way onto your back. If you've got a blanket, you could perhaps put that over you. You could have a bolster if you've got one underneath your knees or a couple of cushions. This is a chance to get really comfortable in Shavasana. So find your comfortable place here. And this is here in this deep rest, Shavasana. Here's the power of rest, the power of opening up. And whilst you lie here in stillness, let go of all the effort. If you've still been holding any tension, let it go now. If not now, then when? Let it go now. And this really is where the magic of rejuvenation truly happens. and then it prepares you to re-engage with the world from a place of fullness. So allow yourself to rejuvenate. There's no need to concentrate, no need to do anything, just be here now. And I'll be quiet for the remainder of this Shavasana. And when it's ready, when you're ready to come back round, in about 3.5 minutes or so, you'll start to hear me talk again. So enjoy this time. Rest, be still. And now start to introduce a little bit of movement into your fingers, into your toes, just very gently. And become aware of your ribcage rising and falling as you breathe in and out through your nose. Now you can stay in this Shavasana as long as you wish. You stay as long as you wish. And whenever you're ready, you can draw your knees in towards your chest and slowly move on to your left side. And pause on the left side of your body, supporting your head with your hands. And after Yin Yoga, we roll to our left side. It's said to open up our right nostril a little bit more, which is more of the Yang nostril, just to balance out what we've been doing. But come here into appreciation for your practice. appreciation for the time that you've committed to yourself in this practice, the gift that you've given yourself. And again, stay in here as long as you wish. And whenever you're ready, make your way into a seated position, facing towards the front of your mat or the front of your space. And just like we began this class, in a comfortable seated position, let's do a couple of clearing breaths. Take your hands to heart center. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One more, inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Really nice work. Thank you for letting me guide you through this practice. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.